Question one. In recent years, the Black Student Union elections have come under fire and threatened to be taken away and changed to appointments. What is your opinion on these elections, and how will you, as an administration, foster a positive relationship with the Black Student Union?
I love that question. I love that question because I was on the Black Student Union administration when this thought was brought up. And from my position within the Black Student Union administration, I went to Senate as a senator and developed legislation to kind of stop that process from ever happening. I believe in the democratic process. I don't feel as though individuals shouldn't have opposition. I encourage opposition. I believe we are a university with a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, and a lot of opinions. And because of that, I think people need to stand up, quite frankly, if they believe in change and make things happen. So because of that, my sophomore year, I believe it was, on the BSU administration, I put that legislation in place then, and I don't foresee it ever happening where we would have to take it away.
I'm going to agree that I would like to see it stay in place. I personally view BSU elections as a tradition on our campus. And one other thing that we've been talking about implementing if we're put into place is having agency heads work directly with the student body president. I would want to have monthly meetings with the agency heads. They are a part of cabinet, but as of right now, they're not an active part of cabinet, and we want to make sure that cabinet is working directly with the agencies. Student body president is working directly with the agencies.
I think that, first of all, the Black Student Union is one of our largest organizations on campus, and all organizations on campus do have equal value because they're all important to students, that's why they're here. But as one of the largest ones, I think it's imperative that it maintain the level of excellence that it's at, and that we continue working closely with them. The American Party is really interested in giving equal funding and keeping election processes and everything really self-run by the union that they're being run by. So I think that this is the same importance level, and I think that the Black Student Union, we would try and keep what you're saying in place and work closely with them because Black Student Union is such an important component of Florida State University.
One question. What can you do for the Greek life on campus, especially multicultural and historical Black organizations?
Well, as a proud member of a Greek organization here on campus, I think it's important that we embrace the differences. Again, going back to what we talked about earlier with the common thread, it's important to respect the differences amongst councils and amongst organizations, but at the same time, create programming that brings us all together, that makes us work together, learn from each other, and creates that common thread, that bond as Florida State Seminoles, regardless of what organization you come from. So that would be the first thing, is more cross-council interaction. And the second thing would be establishing a set funding board. Recently, the Greek Activities Council was dissolved and its responsibilities were dispersed amongst a number of different organizations on campus. And we would solidify something so that the Greeks on campus had a funding board, had an opportunity, had a voice at the student government level. And whether it be with funding or whether it be with administrative issues or policy issues, solidify some organization that will stay around longer than a year, longer than 2 years, so that the Greeks have a voice in student government.
Greek organizations comprise about 15% of Florida State University. So as a party, we have decided that one of our platform is to secure funding rights for Greek councils. In recent years, student government has had some issues with Greek council, especially verifying trip requests and having other expenditure issues. I think it's important that we maintain and establish a more credible relationship with Greek councils and know that we're on their side, and we're here to ensure that the funding they're receiving they can properly use, especially if it's going towards the betterment of Florida State and really bring together the entire student body.
I also am a proud member of a Greek organization on campus, and I know one of the things that we stress within the organization is that in order to become a part of the organization, you have certain standards and ideals and morals and goals. And that's what unites you. And every single fraternity or sorority or union, whatever, on campus has these morals and standards and codes which bring them together and set them apart from the rest. And I think that we could all unite as Panhellenic, IFC, multicultural, the black sororities and fraternities. Like, I think that's very important that we all come together because we are all brothers and sisters of various organizations, and we're all there because we're united by certain moral codes and values. And I think that we can all draw from those to tie us together. And I think that once united, that the student government can work very closely with all of these groups, and a lot of change can be made and a lot of good can be done.